My name is Michelle Loretta Chase, and live in Southwest Florida. The one that actually began this whole thing was a head injury that I had suffered a couple of years ago. One surgeon just said, you know, you're going to have your jaw broken and then rewired. I was uninsured at the time of the accident. Of course, everything is uninsurable now, and so it would be out-of-pocket expenses. It would cost probably about $30,000 to have all of the work in, including the reconstructive work done. Well, actually, you know, it was just in talking to somebody that I know that kind of said, you know, she is from another country. She is from Bulgaria, and she just said, come with me. I go back home every summer, you know, it's like no-brainer. It's like, it won't even cost you, you know, it might cost a couple of $1,000s to have the same thing done. Especially for somebody like me that suffers in pain and needs this work done. Why should I walk through every day in pain? You know, just go have it done. I mean, if they're going to be reputable doctors, if the world is full of medical genius, why should we isolate ourselves to one demographic?
Michelle was lucky. She knew someone who she could trust, and that's how she got the information. But what do most people do when they're trying to find out what their options are for surgery overseas? They go to the internet and they find a huge number of sites with all sorts of difficult to read information, lots of contradictory claims and accreditation standards. It's a massive problem that they can't manage, and that was the problem that we wanted to tackle. We came together, a group of 7 of us, and we produced TripMedi. And what TripMedi does is it creates an intuitive way for people to get the information they need to make good choices around surgery abroad. It allows people to evaluate the different medical choices in terms of the quality of the provider's reputation, in terms of price, in terms of location for them. It has a good user interface, which is clear and intuitive, and it creates the possibility for community and recommendations, because word of mouth is what people really trust when it comes to a lot of these really important decisions. When people are making medical choices, information is absolutely important, and trust and reputation is absolutely important. And the way that TripMedi addresses the issue of the doctor's reputation and the safety of the patient is by 3 different mechanisms. We take statistical information available about the number of procedures the doctors performed, complication rates, infections, things that are taken routinely at these world-class hospitals that we're talking about. Secondly, we take the CVs and accreditations of the doctors that we're talking about and any accreditations of the hospitals that they're working in. And finally, and this is the new thing, we create a platform for users and people that have information about those services to communicate with prospective users. It creates the recommendation effect, which is so much more important for people making these choices than just statistics.